Welcome to the Learn American English channel, where you learn naturally so you can speak naturally. In this video, we are going to listen to conversations between parents and children. This video is divided into two parts, where the characters will talk about cleaning a messy room, exercising, and eating healthy. There will be a listening comprehension quiz at the end of each scene. So, listen carefully and see if you get all of the questions right. Also, be sure to stay with us until the end of the video. We'll point out important words from the conversations, everyday slang, and the most common way to say things in English. Watch for these words and phrases in the subtitles. You'll find their meanings in the vocabulary section in the last part of the video. Are you excited? This should be fun! First, let's listen to a conversation between Gianna and her mom as they talk about cleaning her messy room. Let's see how their conversation goes, and don't forget to note the highlighted words for their meanings at the end of this video. Let's dive in.
Morning, Gianna. Sleep well?
Yeah, I guess. What's for breakfast?
Eggs and toast. But before we talk about breakfast, can we talk about your room?
What about it?
It's a disaster zone. Clothes everywhere, papers all over your desk. You can barely see the floor in there. It's starting to look like a tornado blew through.
I know. I'll get to it later.
Honey, you've been saying that for days now. You know what they say, a stitch in time saves 9. If you clean up a little every day, it won't turn into such a big job.
But I'm just not in the mood right now. I'll do it after school or something.
That's what you said last week, remember? Procrastinating isn't going to make it easier. How about we set aside a little time today? You'll feel so much better once it's done.
It's just so much work. And boring. Can't I just close the door and deal with it later?
You could, but let's be honest. How many times have you closed the door on this problem? It's still waiting for you. You'll thank yourself when it's done, I promise.
But where do I even start? It feels like too much.
Start with something small, like picking up all the clothes off the floor. Once you get going, it won't feel as bad as you think. It's like eating an elephant, one bite at a time.
Eating an elephant?
It's just a saying. It means tackling a big problem bit by bit. You don't have to clean the whole room in one go. Break it down. Tidy one section, then take a little break and move on to the next part.
I guess I could do that. But what's the point of making my bed? I'm just gonna mess it up again tonight.
Ah, the classic. But think of it this way. When your room is tidy, it gives you a fresh start for the day. And you know what they say, a clean space makes a clear mind.
I do like the sound of that, I guess. It's just so much effort.
I get it, really. But let me tell you why it's important to keep your room clean, especially for you. You're growing up, Gianna. Your room is kind of like your little world. When your space is messy, it's hard to think clearly and focus. It's like your mind is cluttered along with everything else.
I guess it can be distracting sometimes.
Exactly. And it's not just about how it looks. Having a clean room helps you feel more organized. Imagine trying to find your homework in that mess. How long does it take you to find your things?
A while sometimes, but I usually know where stuff is.
Sure, until you don't. But there's more to it than that. Cleaning your room is about responsibility. It's your space. And keeping it neat is one way to show that you're capable of taking care of it. Plus, it's a good habit for when you have your own apartment someday. You don't want to be tripping over your own mess, do you?
No, that would be pretty bad.
See? It's like they say, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. If you clean regularly, you won't end up with a giant mess that takes forever to deal with. And trust me, you'll feel more relaxed in a clean space.
I guess it would be nice not to worry about it anymore, but it's still a lot.
It doesn't have to be. Pop on some music, maybe even a podcast you like. Time will fly by. You'd be surprised how much you can get done in an hour when you focus.
You think?
Definitely. And I'll make a deal with you. You clean your room and I'll whip up something special for dinner tonight. What do you say?
What kind of special?
Maybe pasta or even those tacos you like. Your pick.
Tacos? Okay, you've got a deal.
There we go. Now go grab a plate and let's eat.
Here are some listening comprehension questions to see how well you understood the conversation between Gianna and her mom. What is Gianna's room like? Gianna's room is messy with clothes and papers everywhere. Why does Mom think Gianna should clean her room? Mom thinks Gianna will feel better and more organized in a clean space. What deal does Mom offer Gianna? Mom offers to make tacos for dinner if Gianna cleans her room. So, did you get all the questions correct? Let us know in the comments section. Now let's listen to a conversation between Alfie and his dad as they talk about exercise and eating healthy. Let's see how their conversation goes. And don't forget to note the highlighted words for their meanings at the end of this video. Let's begin.
Alfie, you've been glued to that bed all day. Are you planning to get up at some point?
I'm just chilling, Dad. It's the weekend.
Chilling, huh? It looks like the only exercise you're getting is lifting that phone. What's so interesting anyway?
Just some videos, funny stuff, nothing important.
Well, here's the thing. You've been lying down all morning, and if I'm not mistaken, yesterday was pretty much the same story, right?
Come on, Dad, it's the weekend. I'm just relaxing. I'm not doing any harm.
I get it. Weekends are for relaxing. But lying around like this all day, every day, isn't doing you any favors. Your body needs to move, Alfie.
Can't I just relax once in a while? I mean, I'm not going to fall apart from staying in bed.
No, you're not going to fall apart, but you also won't get stronger. And the more you lie around, the harder it gets to move when you really need to. You know how tough soccer practice was last week, right?
Yeah, it was pretty rough. I was super tired after just a few minutes of running, but that's just because it was hot.
The heat didn't help, sure, but your body might be out of tune a bit too. Your muscles need regular action, even on the weekends. Doesn't have to be anything crazy.
But I don't like running or exercising all the time. It's just so much effort, and I'm already tired.
I know. But you don't have to run a marathon every day. Even just stretching your legs, doing a few push-ups, or going for a quick walk around the block can make a world of difference.
Stretching? That doesn't seem like it'll help much. What's the point?
Well, stretching keeps your muscles flexible and ready to go. The more you stretch, the easier it gets to do other things without feeling wiped out after 5 minutes.
Okay, so stretch more. I guess I can do that. But what about food? I'm eating fine, right? I had cereal this morning and a sandwich for lunch. That's good enough, isn't it?
Depends on what kind of cereal we're talking about. If it's the sugary kind, it's more of a treat than a healthy start. You need food that fuels you, not slows you down.
Not the healthy food talk again?
I know, but think of it this way. Your body's like a high-performance machine. Would you pour soda into a sports car's gas tank and expect it to run well?
No, but I'm not a sports car.
No, but your body works the same way. If you fill it with junk, you're going to feel sluggish. But if you give it good stuff, like fruits, veggies, lean proteins, you're fueling yourself to keep moving. You'll feel better and you'll play better on the field.
But healthy food's boring. I don't want to eat salad every day.
You don't have to eat salad all the time, bud. There are plenty of tasty ways to eat healthy. We could try making some fun recipes together.
Like what?
Well, we could try making some homemade chicken wraps with lots of veggies or even smoothies with fruits and spinach. They taste good and you'd barely notice the healthy stuff in there.
Smoothies, huh? I like smoothies.
See? That's a start. And if you mix things up, it won't feel like you're eating the same boring stuff every day.
All right, I'll try. But you have to make it.
Deal. But you have to promise to get up and move around a little more. No more lying in bed all day.
Fine, but don't expect me to love it.
You don't have to love it right away, but I promise the more you do it, the more you'll notice how much better you feel.
Okay, I guess I can try. But only if you keep making those smoothies.
You've got yourself a deal, Alfie. I'll make the smoothies and you get up from this bed a little more often. Fair trade?
Yeah, fair enough.
Good man. Now, how about you get up for a stretch?
All right, I'm getting up.
Before we review the key vocabulary from these conversations, here are some listening comprehension questions to see how well you understood the conversation between Alfie and his dad. Why does Alfie's dad want him to move around more? Alfie's dad wants him to move around more because it keeps his body strong and healthy. What did Alfie eat for breakfast? Alfie ate cereal for breakfast. What food does Alfie's dad suggest making together? Alfie's dad suggests making homemade chicken wraps and smoothies together. So, how many questions did you get right? Let us know in the comments section. Now let's review the vocabulary from these conversations. First, we'll review some of the natural-sounding everyday phrases used by native English speakers. Watch the video again after you study the vocabulary words to learn them even better, and subscribe to see our other videos. Tornado blew through. When something looks very messy or chaotic, as if a tornado has hit it. A stitch in time saves 9. Taking care of small problems right away prevents bigger problems later. Glued to something. To be very focused on something or not moving from a place. Not doing you any favors. Something that isn't helping you and may even be harmful. Make a world of difference. To make a big improvement or have a large impact. Now let's review other key vocabulary. Tidy, to clean or organize something. Cluttered, a place that is filled with too many things, making it look messy. Sluggish, feeling slow or tired, not full of energy. Fuel, something that gives energy or power to something. Junk, unhealthy food that doesn't provide much nutrition. Were the conversations relatable? Try using these conversations with your family and friends. Thank you for watching the Learn American English channel, where you learn naturally so you can speak naturally. Please click the like button and subscribe to our channel to see more videos like this one.